Yes, people. Welcome to NAF. Make sure you like, subscribe, and if you're definitely new, definitely subscribe because you're not going to want to miss this kind of content. But yeah, look, we're joined by the people that are actually on time. Well, really and truly, it was just Hooks. Hooks is always on time, but the other lot, no excuses as per usual. But yeah, look, Amorim, new Man United manager. If you're in my live, then of course we was breaking it down a little bit, but now we can get some rival perspectives of what they think on it, or anyone that's joined on NAF here in the comments as well. Give your thoughts on it, how you think it's gonna fare. Just come out now. Apparently, that Ruud van Nistelrooy is going to be in charge for potentially only one game, which is Leicester City tomorrow. So Amorim might actually be in charge against Chelsea with the way things are speeding up. So yeah, that's good news. And then obviously we got this Rodri Balon d'Or stuff. We got Madrid fans crying. And what kind of gets on my nerves is, don't get me wrong, no one likes to cry, baby, but no one likes a sore loser, right? And I don't remember this outrage when Modric won the Ballon d'Or by Madrid fans. You know, if I remember correctly, Lewandowski got robbed. But I didn't hear Bayern Munich fans coming out and outraged saying, I'm not going to the ceremony. You know, it's a flipping robbery. I didn't hear no one say, I didn't hear Man City fans go out last year or the other year when they won the treble with Messi or whatever, Barcelona fan. I didn't hear Man City fans crying over it too much. You know, I didn't hear them saying, "Oh, don't go to the ceremony."
Arsenal didn't boycott it for Henry when he should have won it when Nedved robbed him. So you know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean? So every time you want to look at it, they're just a bunch. I'm sorry, you might not, if you're a Madrid fan in here, like, and it applies to you. If it doesn't apply to you, yeah, it's up to you, innit? But we cost Arsenal fans for being crybabies about referees. Like, these lot are babies, spoiled brats. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you lot have been winning this stuff, team of the years and all this crap for so long, even when you don't deserve it. But I don't hear the uproar. It's embarrassing. It's actually embarrassing. It's actually mad embarrassing. But yeah, man. We're saying Hooks, man. You spoke on it earlier on your live.
Yeah, man. I think it's disgraceful. I'll be real. Like, how you throwing your toys out the pram like this? Like, and I think, do you know they're actually mad? Yeah, they didn't turn up, but then they won the best club of the year. Mbappe was joint top goal scorer with Harry Kane, and Ancelotti won the manager, best men's coach from the Ballon d'Or set. So they won three things, but the reason why they didn't go is because they didn't win one of them. And then I even had Real Madrid fans telling me that, you know what, I don't even really think that Vinny was robbed. So I just think it's disgrace. I feel like Real Madrid got a bit of entitlement. Like they should be winning it. Like, and if they don't win it, then just not turning. They ghosted. Where was Madrid? Do you know what I mean? And I don't know. I think maybe it's a cultural issue. You know, they're spoiled brats. You know, it's probably led by their owner, Fiorentino Perez. I was trying to find the quotes again because I saw them last night on Twitter, but he basically like came out and was like, yeah, like Vinny's not winning, blah blah blah. And it's like, man, grow up,
that's
man.
That's what I look at as well. Yeah,
man, grow up, man. Because you know what, it does like a massive disservice to the ceremony in general. Like, you got footballers from all over Europe, like football representatives from all over Europe, go into this ceremony. You got like the is it UEFA? I think it's UEFA that run it. They've all prepared it properly, you know, assigned seats and, you know, booked like catering and all them thing there. And for you to just not turn up, I think it's absolutely shambolic. I'll be real. So,
you know what it is? I reckon it's all a stunt because this is now going to be more of a reason why he's going to want to try and make a Super League. Do you know what I mean? That's the stunt. What? So you can corrupt everything else like you're already corrupting. Like,
that's a good shout.
Like, do you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. Rodri was nowhere near the best player last year. I understand that. Like, he wasn't. Phil Foden was Manchester City player of the season, right? And obviously, we know that. Actually, to be fair, I think, Vinny probably out of all of them, probably did deserve to win it this year. But what about the year before that when Rodri deserved it, when he was the best midfielder, best player in the world? Like, if someone told me, today, right, and it's a good debate, to be fair, who would you rather have in your team? Vinny Jr. or Rodri? Who are you picking? If you had a completely a team from scratch, be honest, who are you actually picking?
From scratch, I'm probably taking Rodri.
Exactly. And right now, I look at Rodri and I've viewed Rodri and I've been saying it for a minute now. That Rodri is the best player in the world for me. He's the most complete 6 out there and the most complete player.
Yeah.
Vinny is there. He's great. He's great. But there's quite a few left wingers out there that can go do a job and go score me goals. And that he's obviously got the X factor in that.
Yeah.
But that's the way I look at it. Where I don't think no one comes close to Rodri in that 6 role. Not anywhere close near him.
I think Vinny's definitely the more replaceable player than Rodri. Like you won't find people as like clinical or clutch in certain moments on the wing, but you can definitely find wingers that will get you GA in it. Like it's just is what it is. But what Rodri does for Manchester City, like I don't think we can underestimate. Like do Manchester City have the level of dominance they've had over the last few years without Rodri? I'm not so sure, man. He's come up clutch in a lot of moments. You know, like you said, I agree. He's the best 6 in world football. There's no one even close. There's actually no one even close to doing what he does. So how you can't replace that. And I mean, Manchester City are going to have a problem when he leaves because it's like, what did they then do? And I do think that I think Rodri pipped Vinny Jr. to it probably because Spain won the Euros. That's probably
which is fair enough because
yeah. But I think that's why he probably pipped it is because Spain won the Euros.
Which is fair enough. What? Why are you whispering? Oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's true. I forgot about that. So imagine this year. So you know Madrid want Rodri. Yeah, remember that. They wanted him as a 6. They kind of just said F you to him. Literally. They just kind of said F you. You know, you just one side, but you don't deserve it in your face. So why the hell would you want to leave Man City now to a club that's got no class?
That's
deep it. He ain't gonna go there. He ain't gonna want to go there no more.
That's very interesting. They
just disrespected him on the highest level.
Yeah, There's
no chance.
Yeah. And you know what? Yeah, they may have actually it may have an even more detrimental effect on them because, like, I swear Ballon d'Or is all about player votes.
Yeah.
Well, people votes. So people may just be less inclined to vote for Real Madrid in the future.
Well, I wouldn't.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, you're less inclined now, innit? Because of the way that they behaved. I personally wouldn't vote for them again. Because you're basically saying if Real Madrid don't win Ballon d'Or, if a Real Madrid player don't win Ballon d'Or, then you might not turning up. One that. I'll vote for someone else. Even if they're not better than your player. You know, like that. So yeah, man, I'm on my bun Real Madrid energy right now. And you know what? It's good because I was supporting Barca when they got smoked. That probably was the tip of that was probably tip of the iceberg for them, innit? When Barcelona smoked them at the Bernabeu and then they lost out on Ballon d'Or winner, innit? That's probably
they tried to run up the Galacticos thing again 20 years later, and guess what? It hasn't worked.
Facts.
At the moment, it's not working anyways. There's no reason why you needed Tchouaméni and Camavinga. To be fair, with Vinny and Mbappe, everyone knew that was going to be a bit of a conflict anyways. And now they're getting done out by a flipping guy who's just come to flipping Barcelona. Got more balanced side. He's probably going to go and get Nico Williams at the end of next season. Or, do you know what I mean? At the end of this season, should I say? Barcelona might actually become dominant once again. In my opinion.
I'm here.
Lamine Yamal, I'm pretty sure he'll win in the future, but the way Nico Williams going around now, he's killing it, man. What are you saying, Mons? Sanchez?
You telling me? Ballon d'Or chat?
Yeah, man. Madrid being little salty little bastards.
Oh, yeah, they're being little bitches, but I do think Vinny has a reason to be a bit upset about the Ballon d'Or. I'm not going to lie. Like I'd be frustrated as well. I was thinking about it. Danny Carvajal actually has a massive shout. Like, Donny had the best of both worlds. Won the champs, won the Euros, won his league, and was one of the best right backs in the world. Like,
but you got to think. But you could say Rodri also got robbed a few years ago. A couple years ago when they won the treble. Yeah, robbed. Why did Messi win it?
Yeah, no, of course. Of
I
course.
didn't hear Madrid, like I said to Hooks, why Madrid fans, I didn't hear them crying when Modric won the Ballon d'Or when it should have been Lewandowski that year.
Yeah. Thierry Henry lost to Nedved, should have won it.
We didn't win.
Like that. Should he have won it? Like that's
let's not do that. Let's not do
what
that,
do you
bro.
mean,
I'm gonna lie. I'm gonna be shameless and say,
how old even were you in 2004? Like for you to like how? Because I'm older than you. I'm older than you, and I know like, at the time I wasn't like, oh my god, Nedved was robbed. But you must have been a glint in your father's eye.
Nedved was robbed.
No, I'm saying Nedved wasn't robbed. Like either of them would have been fairly good winners. But the thing about Arsenal that season, Arsenal didn't win anything. Yeah. And Nedved, he won his league. There was a good narrative because Nedved had gone to Juventus to replace Zidane. Zidane and Nedved faced Real Madrid, Juventus knocked Real Madrid out. So there was a good narrative around Nedved at the time. Played a top tournament with Czech Republic, Euro 2004, I think it was. So in my opinion, whilst Henry
only won the FA Cup in that season and had the like.
I don't think Henry did win the FA Cup that season. I don't think he won. I'm not sure he won anything in that season.
In 04?
I'm not sure. I'll go back and look. But what I'm saying is like Nedved wasn't a bad winner. Nor would Henry have been a bad winner. It's just Nedved was picked over Henry. I don't think either would have been bad. So when people say robbed, I don't think robbed. I just think somebody else was selected and somebody else also would have been a good winner.
By the way, got an announcement.
Fair enough.
Got an announcement. And I'm not going to have that announcement until I see over 100 right.
But yeah, no, I think Vinny had as much of a shout as Rodri did, in my opinion.
That's fair.
I think that fair play. What's the third rule that they've added in now? Is it called fair play? Fair play and decency.
You think I killed him?
Siegfried and Roy, whatever they want to. Bro, I'll be no. I think that's the dumbest thing that they've dashed in there for me, in it, like to probably like soften the blow, even though none of these pricks turned up apart from Vinny himself, because like I think Vinny was more important to Real Madrid than Rodri was more important to Spain in the Euros. That's not to say neither of them or there was a landslide between the two. I look at that Spain. Hold on, let me land. I look at that Spain team. And I go, Fabian Ruiz was absolutely outstanding. I look at Cucurella, absolutely outstanding. Carvajal, absolutely outstanding. Laporte, renaissance period, absolutely outstanding. We look at Yamal, Nico Williams, Danny Olmo, all these like don't get me wrong, Rodri was very good and was brilliant, but I think there's 3 or 4 players that have an argument that were just as good as him, if not more clutch in certain moments in that Spanish team. You know what I'm saying? I think for Madrid, I think Vinny doing what he did in the final, and yes, he's an attacker, so it's easy to say because he's an attacker in it. But the final, the semi-final, this guy's final, semi-final, quarter-final bag is a joke, innit? Like, don't get me wrong, football won in it because I didn't want the Neymar and Vinny comparisons. Don't get me wrong, football won in it. Like, those are the comparisons I could not be seeing. Can't be having those conversations in it. But I still think Vinny was more important in the Champions League to Real Madrid than I think there's an argument there in it. But of course, Vinny wasn't good for Brazil, and they both won their respective leagues. So it was a close. It's not like a landslide, in it. It was a close. We saw that they can function in the final without. Sorry, by the way, we saw that they can function in the final without Rodri.
My thing though is that look at it like this, right? If England had beaten Spain, in the Euro finals, Bellingham probably would have won the Ballon d'Or. Yeah. So to me, I didn't get why Real Madrid put all their eggs in the Vinny basket in the first place, because Vinny and Bellingham were somewhat equally good last season. Like Bellingham was doing a lot of the heavy.
Bellingham would have won it. Would he?
Well, hold on. Think about it. Bellingham would have won.
Third or fourth.
Bellingham came third. So what I'm saying is, if England had won the Euro,
Carvajal come fourth.
Yeah, if England had won the
Seriously,
Euros,
came third. Bellingham came third.
Yeah, he came third. So Bellingham surely would have won the Ballon d'Or. England won the Euros.
The chess football's cooked in it.
So my thing there is that Real Madrid put it all in the Vinny basket, but Bellingham was carrying the team for a good half the season. So I think sometimes you get that as well.
He was doing this.
Like, remember when Van Dijk finished second, but Liverpool had maybe like another 3 or 4 players in the top 7. So you can split the vote a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what's so funny?
Go on, Ches.
You know what's interesting is that You know, when it comes to people saying, "Oh, I don't like the fact that it's a popularity contest," and how your personality plays a part. Now we just said Bellingham might have won it. I actually kind of like the fact there is an element of aura to it as well. Because how is Bellingham up there? I have no idea. Like, imagine he loses that Ballon d'Or, everyone would be scratching their heads going, "What is happening?"
No, who would be scratching that? Come on, think about what Bellingham did.
Like 99% of people in the football would be like, "How has he just won that?" He's not being.
I wouldn't.
Best player in the world,
bro, don't forget what Bellingham was doing last season. Last minute winners in Classicos, overhead kicks when England are about to get knocked out of tournaments. Like, the guy was on job last season. Like, he played half the season with injuries and stuff. Let's not. He's one of those. We talk about Grealish, 100 million flop. Talk about Anthony, this man. Bellingham cost nearly 100 million. Man just delivered. Man just went to do his job and delivered.
No, he's been good.
The best thing we can say about Bellingham is nobody turned around saying he was a waste of money.
And by the way, why is the winner being announced by Fabrizio Romano so we can't just sit there and watch the ceremony? What is that about? I'm baffed. Like, how? Like, what is even that about?
You know what it's about, man. Fabrizio trying to, you get me, get more engaged.
Yeah, bro. I ain't got nothing. I've got no problems with Fabrizio, bro. I'm just that's just weird. Like, that to me, I thought the retirement thing was a bit of a weird one as well. But then it's just going to step further with the whole Rodri's officially won. And don't get me wrong, it wasn't just Fabrizio that came out with that news. Like, bare outlets that Fabrizio actually tapped in on that. There were bare outlets. But that stuff just weird to me. What no one can just watch the ceremony these days. What's the point in going? Am I wasting? If you're a baller, or if you're like someone who goes to these, what's the point in your private jet? You're getting your suit fitted. You're getting your trim done up. You get what I'm saying? No after party, and like you're going to Paris for the after party, bro. You're not going to see who wins because you know who won already. What we doing?
Yeah, let me run these. Madrid's never had any class. Had class. They just win a lot. What Aiden's saying. Vinicius Freitas is saying nobody falls in love with football because of players like Rodri. You guys love and live what you guys love and lives this because of attackers. Stop the same
Busquets.
His name's Vinicius. His name's Vinicius.
There's a lot of people that love Busquets and Xavi, so I disagree with that last post.
Copa America never had value for Ballon d'Or.
Because there's like 7 teams. There's like 7 teams, and they parachuting teams from North America as well. It's like,
by the way,
even if you are
I was going to say, by the way, have we noticed that someone's not on the panel?
Who's not on the panel?
Max.
Yeah, we have an announcement. Max can't make Tuesday shows no more. Can't make them no more. We're a man down for our Tuesday, so we're going to be looking for a replacement. Don't even have to be a City fan, man. Just
he didn't even give us a farewell show.
Do you know what I mean? But he's going to come on Saturday. But other than that, like, do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Like,
what fan are we looking for, Kaz? Are we what team?
You know what? It doesn't matter. As long as they've got personality and they suit. No, it doesn't really matter.
What we got here? We got an Arsenal fan.
Wait, fucking hell, Jay, wait. Hold on a minute. Palace.
Yeah. Palace. Listen. We got so much of the show to get through. We got so much of the show to get through, guys. And listen,
we got Man United.
We got time last week. We got time.
We'll go through Man United first, and then we'll do Spurs afterwards.
No.
You're right. Jay needs to get.
Listen,
after last week's chat.
He needs to get cooking.
Let's you know what? We're in a democracy, so let's run it like that. People in the comments, let us know. Do we want
to discuss Arsenal, Liverpool, don't we?
Or shall we talk about Amorim? Which one do you guys want?
That's Amorim. Unlocking Ugarte, season 2. Come on, guys. You know what makes sense.
Oh yeah, that's a good shout.
I don't know about season 2, but anyways. But someone said Spurs. Someone started off with Spurs. Spurs.
Amorim. Come on, guys. We want to talk about Amorim.
It's getting dominated.
Let's get that breakdown. Let's get that tactical breakdown of Amorim. I did my research for you guys. I got spreadsheets. You guys want to see the spreadsheets? Okay, cool.
Spurs. It looks like it's Spurs. It's getting dominated by Spurs.
Boy. Right. You have to answer for your crimes.
Anyways, how should we start this?
I'll let you guys go first. You guys go
No,
first.
No. You explain yourself. Tottenham.
Yeah.
Tottenham.
Yeah, go on.
Well, where to begin? So the thing going into this game, right, was that
wait, Jay, just a quick one. How many points are you behind Man United? That's got no manager.
I think we were still in the same position as last week when you said that you might gain on us because you were going to beat West Ham, but then you went and lost to West Ham. Don't worry. There's a cell block right next to me, Kaz. Don't worry about that.
Jay, I don't need a long sermon of what.
Fine.
You know
who I am. You know what I do. And then you say you don't want a sermon.
No, wait,
I don't know what you want from me.
I just asked you a question. How many points are you off Man United with no manager?
I look upwards, not downwards, Kaz. You tell me.
All right, cool. According to the chat, it's 2 points.
2 points. Is that it?
Who you got this weekend as well? At your gaff as well?
Villa.
So we both got hard fixes. Wow.
You got Chelsea as well, yeah?
You got Chelsea. Okay. Yeah. Who we're beating.
Okay. So let's listen. I thought there was no way that we were going to lose to Palace. But this is the thing. Bro. Yeah, my team is soft. Yeah, my team is soft. And so far this season, we've played 4 away games. We've only got a point against Leicester. I can't ignore the fact that my team is very weak at the moment. Our away record is very, very poor, and we seem incapable of playing under pressure or even letting our nice football for 60 minutes permeate into a win. So from my point of view, it's very disappointing that the team's not able to get over the hump at the moment. It is still early, but the Palace defeat was a very poor performance. It was poor. They outfought us. We just, from my point of view, we were very naive. We let Palace make it into like a scrappy game. And to be fair, they could have scored more goals. I didn't go away from that game thinking we were unlucky. I didn't go away thinking we should have got something from the game. I just thought, also going into the game, I kind of misjudged Palace a little bit. Whilst they've been terrible, they haven't really lost the game by more than 1 goal. They've been pretty tight and stuff, but yeah, no excuses. Horrible result. Not good. Not good at all. But we have Man City tomorrow, and it's a good opportunity for us to bounce back. Villa the weekend.
So you're basically telling me in the space of a week, you could be out of a cup already and be behind Man United in the league. After all this, you know what I'm saying?
Let Ches land.
Man.
No, because guys on the
last
other hand,
week,
Chelsea have got United away. And they're also in the cup. So by Sunday night,
we did this last week.
And still in the cup. Do you know what I mean? Football moves quickly.
Okay, we did this conversation. You know why I'm saying this though? Because we did this conversation last week. Last week, you and Kaz are telling me if we drop points in Newcastle and we beat our easy teams, and you give the most chest for your team. Weirdly, because I always remind you every single weekend. If you've noticed, Jay, every single Saturday at 12 o'clock, I remind you your club is shit. Every single Saturday.
Okay.
I like to remind you before the weekend starts that your club is irrelevant. They don't really do anything. And this is why I say what I say. So you can be 2 points behind me, and I swear down I won't be looking behind me. I won't be. Because this is why I say, James, it's always the wrong message you send. You don't have humility. It's like, we're not that good. Let me just keep myself. You started talking about my club being 2 points behind me. Let me land my point. I'm not into that.
No, because you're not City and you're not winning trophies. I don't understand why you're talking with so much chest. It's nonsense, bro. It's nonsense, bro. You're a few points ahead of us, and you've got United away this weekend.
Let me land my point.
We'll see where you're at. See where you're at. Go on, land your point.
You said this last week. You were like, we're in the pack of Aston Villa and Chelsea today, and then your own team, went and then gave Crystal Palace their first win of the season. Your team, not mine. Crazy. Your team. This is why I said to you last week. I literally said to you, go rewind the clips. I said, relax. You ain't that guy. Chelsea aren't even there yet, but you're comparing to me. And my team and my managers perform way above yours. and we're not there yet. But you think we've Aston Villa's in that because you finished what 2 points behind them last season when everyone else underperformed. You need to take this weekend as a medicine to hold your mouth and less is more, like my dad taught me. To shut your mouth a bit more. You do all this sermon. You see, if you go church back in the day, you know about sermons.
Why if we beat Villa then?
You know sermons in church.
No, but what if we beat Villa, Chaz? What are you going to say if we beat Villa? What are you going to say if we beat Villa? If we beat Villa, what are you going to say? Like, what are you going to say if we beat Villa?
Hey.
But what are you going to say? I just want to know. I want to know, what are you going to say if we beat Villa?
You have to let me finish.
No, wait, what will you say if we beat Villa?
I literally said to this guy last week, Mr. Sermon over here, I can imagine.
I just asked you a direct question. You did this shit last week. Do you remember last week when you said you wanted to ask me a question and I wouldn't answer it? Let me ask you a question. What are you going to say if we beat Aston Villa?
Yeah, why are you being so defensive, Jay? Why are you so defensive,
bro? He's saying this stuff.
Bro, you stressed, bro.
No. Just be very clear about this. Ches is talking about me saying that we're in the sort of bracket with Aston Villa and whatnot, yeah? We finished a couple of points behind Villa last season. Now, I'm asking Ches directly, if we beat Villa this weekend, what is he going to say?
Jake, me answer it. Last week, I said to you, I can imagine you losing to Palace or beating Villa. If you beat Villa this week, it would be typical Spurs to do that. I wouldn't be surprised. But the next week, you'd go lose to Man City. You're back to where you started. So for me, that's what you are. You're up and down, you're consistent. You performed better than a team who was 12th for half the season. You finished 2 points in front of me. I was 12th for half the season. Deep it. This is what I'm saying to you. Don't overlook your team and think it's that good because you finished above United and Chelsea. We had terrible seasons to our standards. If you finish in the Conference League, you're getting the socks out. There's a difference. But I'm not. You're in the same Conference League you mocked me for. You couldn't even win. This is what I'm saying, to relax. Like, just settle down a bit and just see where you are and say you perform. You man are very inconsistent and your team is very overrated. Like I said about United's team, it's not that great. Like, it's just an average team.
Well, we're going to beat you this weekend, so don't worry about that. That average team is going to put you in your place.
Because you're the most shameless person I know. Because why are you wearing Man United merch? You're -3 goal difference.
What?
Read the room, man.
So what do you mean? What do you mean? Ches.
One little manager change and you're twerking again. Allow me.
What is that? Wait. Do you know what? You know what I love hypocrites, yeah, like Ches, yeah, because Ches likes to do this routine.
Where's my BM?
Man's got blackout blinds that can't even black out the room, fam. That's why they keep peeling with fucking light behind your flipping the back of your neck. So and also, you're the same one that was talking and crying about Poch about a manager change. So what are we doing here? You're a hypocrite.
Yeah, don't do it, Kaz. Here's the thing. The thing is, people can't lie, innit? You can't lie. I was literally only Poch out like the last month. Literally, you were on these streams with me the whole year. You were calling me a flip flop. No, not flip flop, a fencer, because I wouldn't say if I want him out or not. I didn't even want the guy out to the very end. Don't do that.
So what? So I gave my man a chance and I wanted him out. So what? What's the difference?
You went
out. You still wanted him out. And guess what? I can rock my
My thing is, it's just a bit shameless, yeah. You're wearing Man United merch, wearing a jacket indoors, and it's like 20 degrees outside.
No, it's not 20 degrees outside. It's actually
you just make sure you get manager in the door and keep it moving.
Actually, it's quite cold, first and foremost. Maybe you should focus on your work a little bit more before you get fired, blood. And second of all, questions.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, AJ, I got to -3 got to Kaz. He was like, shit. Yeah, man. AJ, back to you, yeah. Let's not deflect. Your club is
you guys like this is the problem. This is why you guys can never cook me, because you guys lack focus. Do you know what I mean? You lack the ability to focus on one particular subject and move forward. Mons, do you have anything to add on Tottenham, seeing as you brought this topic up?
You don't get to ask me any questions.
I just ask you a question, bro. I just ask you a question. Any question. I'm trying to involve you, bro. I'm trying to involve you.
Don't involve me. Don't involve me.
Let's say it's fine, bro. It's fine. If you don't want to borrow no sugar from us,
me, like it's insane.
I was just being friendly.
I don't.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm just not the same guy I was a few weeks ago, and I think you should accept my olive branch. Yeah, you should just accept my olive branch of friendship, and we should all move forward together. You know what I mean? It's
fine.
There's no reason.
You spent the last 8 weeks trying to live in the same complex.
I'm just not the same guy that I was back then.
Yeah, and that's fine. And that's fine, bro. That's fine.
Absolutely.
You man are just,
now, man.
at this point,
So
you man are just disappointing, innit? You man are just disappointing.
Exactly. At this point, we're just a disappointing.
Yeah, again, but Jay, you're ad-libbing me, G. You're not supposed to be ad-libbing me right now.
Listen, everyone needs a hype man.
You're ad-libbing me. You're ad-libbing me. You're agreeing with me.
I'm just here with the boombox.
I don't want you to be my hype man. I don't want you to be my hype man. I don't want you to be my hype man.
Okay, cool.
No, don't stop beatboxing in the background. I don't want you to be my hype man.
Okay, sorry.
Right? All I'd like for now is you to understand where you stand right now and where Tottenham should be compared to what you're actually doing. And this worrying times. Like, I look at you, man, like Brentford and that. Like, I don't know what I'm going to get from you, man. It's either going to be a 7-goal thriller. You guys are going to smoke a team 4-0, or you're just going to lose against Palace and give them their first win of the season. It's actually like pick and mix. That's what's pick and mix. It's a pick and mix thing with you, man. And it's very scary. Dominic Solanke, scary hours right now. You know what I'm saying? Without Son, it's actually a mazza.
Oh wait, when did Solanke last score?
Not that long ago.
Man United away, I think.
Okay.
Oh wait, before the international break.
Yeah, it was a while ago now.
What is that, boy?
How many goals he got so far? Because them man were telling me he's going to get 20-25.
I thought that. Clearly, I was wrong.
Oh yeah, Jay, he's on a call. How convenient. Kind of my shit, man. That's what it is. This is why I have no time for Tottenham fans. Tottenham fans always want to talk, always want to involve themselves in the conversation, always want to try to swing with the big boys, but they're just crap. They're actually just garbage, man. Like, they're actually just a trash institution, man. Like, do you know what? Yeah, we need to officially remove Tottenham from the Big Six.
Oh, I've been saying this.
I think it needs to be official now. Like, I think like the Premier, whoever it is that set it up, I don't know who it was. Whoever it was officially needs to remove them, because Jay says it's disappointing. But how can we be disappointed in a team that we expect to do this?
True.
How can we be disappointed? You expect?
No, that's what I was saying to him. I was like, relax your level. Like, you're not there.
Like, because the thing is as well, the uncomfortable conversation for Tottenham fans is they usually start off flying, and then they fall off the cliff. But they've already fell off the cliff. Where will they finish? Like, what is like you said, Ches, they could be out of a cup tomorrow. They're already not winning the league.
Against what? Against a Man City B team? Can you imagine? That's even more embarrassing.
Yeah,
Wait, who's at home? Is it?
It's Tottenham. I think it's Tottenham.
Yeah. Tottenham's at home. I was hearing people say, "Oh, it would be a good chance for Ange to rotate the team and play some of the young," but they can't afford to get knocked out of this competition. They actually can't afford, because then they're not winning the FA Cup. If Man United get their new manager, and start fixing things up, I would then say, if it comes against Tottenham versus Man United in Europa League, I think Manchester United win that battle. So what do they win?
Well, this is what I mean. But no, like normal services resume. Nothing different. Do you know what I mean? I've been trying to say it.
He doesn't learn. Last week, I literally remember sitting. Yo, we could lose. We could lose against Newcastle. It's like, bro, like, football doesn't work like that. Like, you're not that good to be. Like, if you're a Man City fan, by all means, have chest. The only team that can literally talk to any of us right now is Man City. Everyone else isn't really doing much. Like, no one really. Chelsea.
Maybe Aston Villa.
Aston Villa's the only ones, because they're doing sick in the Champions League. But even Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, we're just doing our thing. No one's really doing anything crazy. Yeah. So for Spurs to pipe up, and like, they've got some God-given right to give me chest, I'm like, bro, because you finished above us twice. Now you have chest for me. Like, seriously, man, allow it. Like, don't do that.
And you know
that's all I got to say to Jay. For some reason, he has chest. I don't know where he gets his chest from. Genuinely don't know.
But they've always been like
season, I didn't have chest. I was shameless, but I didn't have chest. Different.
They've always been like this, Ches. Always. This is nothing new. This is how my interaction has gone with Tottenham fans since I can remember, bro. I've been on this earth for a long while as well. They've always been like this. Always piping up like they're gonna do something, and then they do nothing. And then people will tell me, "Oh, Hawks, man. Oh, why are you always so harsh on Tottenham, man? Because they're crap. They're actually just crap." Nah, Jay, man, you need to keep your camera off for the whole stream, because you don't even deserve to be seen right now, because your team is in the... How are you giving Crystal Palace their first win?
But do you know what's so crazy, though? The only thing I would hear, is because it's still early in the season, nothing's concluded yet, innit? All it takes is for Chelsea to lose back-to-back games, and this J guy will have chest again, by the way. They're like, yo, we were 2 points behind you. All it takes is for United to draw on the weekend, beat whoever they got next week, we draw and lose, and again. So that's the only thing I'll be objective and say that it can change very quickly. But regardless, from what we've seen in Spurs, they're not showing any level of consistency. And what does everyone say? 10 games is a good enough sample size to see where your club's at. I look at 10 games. Most people here use 10 games. You go 10 games, you played mostly tough, middle, and lower position, right? Mixture of the three. You kind of see where you're at quarter way through the season. So if they lose this weekend and they've lost, what, 5 out of 10?
Oh, 5 out of 10?
Bro, if they lose this weekend or draw, they would have, lost 4, drew 1, won 3.
That's crazy.
Are we still talking about Spurs?
Yeah, Jay, I was actually being objective. I was saying, it is very tight in the season where 2 wins and 2 losses can change a lot.
Yeah.
But I think 10 games is a big enough sample size to look at a team and see Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, City, United have all played middle, higher, and lower tier teams. So you can kind of judge where your team's at. So if you were to draw and lose this weekend, if you were to lose this weekend, you've lost half your games.
Yeah,
it's
not like I said, it's not. We're
not good, man.
No, it's not. It's not good. But the thing is this was the first game where I was like, this is abject for 90 minutes in the league. I was like, this is just a bad 90 minutes. So, it's early. People think I'm fair about criticism of my team. People think, oh no, I'm always. I like to be as fair as possible. Very bad away records. But winning away in the Premier League, I think you actually have to be a good to very good team to do that now. We're not good enough to be going to these places and winning at the moment. And that's on the manager and the players, And Chelsea say, oh, we got overrated players and stuff like that. Maybe. I think
I can name them, not all your players. I rate.
No, I'm not saying all of them. I'm just saying it might be too small.
Madison is extremely overrated.
I mean, I don't think extremely overrated. I just think
I think
some of these players, that some of our players are fair weather players, and what I mean by that is that when
I know what you're going to say,
when the sun's shining and it's 3 o'clock and it's a bright day and the crowd's behind them, cool. But like Conte said, a lot of our club, a lot of our players, they don't like to play under pressure. A lot of the time, Spurs we play without expectation, which is a symbol of the club, really. And a lot of the time over the last 10 years, when we've had expectation or pressure, we've not been able to deal with it.
This is why, Jay, that's a perfect segue for me, yeah? This is why if Man United was to get a result on the weekend, we shouldn't deep it. Because you'd expect a team that got a new manager and the old guy out.
No, we're not doing. Nah, we're not getting that far, mate. No.
Let me know my point.
This guy's trying to run away already,
I'm not talking about Chelsea. Forget Chelsea on the weekend, yeah? I'm saying for Jay in particular, Spurs fans, I'm talking about Madison particularly, but I'm using Man United as an example. Players like Madison only turn up when it's hot. And when it's hot and it's sunny and they're on it, it's calm. When it's tough, bright and away days and you're winning 2-0 and you're struggling, where is he? That's why the Chelsea win versus Bournemouth, people you played crap, but I took that as a bigger W than it actually was. Because we played badly, we still got a win though. You know what I'm saying? So for me, 100% we're not doing that, David. 100%. But at the same time, that's why I don't look too much into perfect results. So I use Man United as an example. That's an example, right? I'm not saying we're not going to win. I'm just saying if they did win, people might overgas it. Just like Spurs, Madison. The guy gets overgassed. One good performance at home, few goals here and there. Everyone's talking to him like he's the best midfielder in the league. For me, he's a mid player.
He's not a mid player.
Can perform at a good level at times.
I think Leicester was his level. I think Leicester was his level,
He's above Leicester. He's like a Brentford. He's like a... What's he? Not Brentford. What level is he? He's like a Wolves...
I feel like... Yeah, I mean...
Maybe... Okay, I'll be fair to him. Maybe like a Bournemouth.
Who's top 7 right now? Newcastle. He's like a Newcastle type beat.
He's
lower than that.
Maybe.
I rate Harvey Barnes more than Madison.
Yeah.
I think you guys are doing a lot. I think there's you look at the players like, Palace have been bottom. Palace have been very low in the table with Eze running the attack. Like there's a lot of players that you guys will say are very good number 10s, like a Paqueta or something, and their attacks run like dog shit because these guys aren't being watched on a weekly basis. So I think, to be fair to Maddison, he's shown he's not of the level currently or in the last maybe 6 months plus of like a Palmer or an Odegaard. But that doesn't mean that all the players in the league below him.
Yeah, see, look, so I'm saying,
I don't necessarily think those players are categorically better. I think they're just a similar level.
Wait, you don't think they're categorically better?
No, I don't think once you start looking at people like Gibbs White and Eze and all these, I don't necessarily think they're categorically better number 10s.
Maddison is with the Gibbs White. He's not with the Odegaards.
No. I don't even know. Nottingham Forest are 5th, bro.
Yeah, but listen, my point is,
he's way more effective than Maddison.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What do you say? Way more effective. What do you mean by that? Really?
At his level,
is he way more effective based on what?
I'll explain what I mean.
You
asked me a question, so let me answer it. For his level, Forest's level, which I would say is mid to lower tier in the table. Yeah, he performs very efficiently, so he has impacts in games, goals, assists, pre-assists. He's carrying his team. Tottenham, for Maddison's level, Spurs aren't even that high, and he's not even doing that consistently. At least Gibbs White is consistent. When you play against him, when he's against the smaller teams or middle teams, he actually performs.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying? Maddison doesn't do that for you. He doesn't do that.
He doesn't always get hooked in the second half as well.
But my point is, if Maddison was playing for Forest and Maddison was playing for Palace, people would be raving about him.
Why?
That's my point. He's not a higher tier level. He's lower tier.
No, but what I'm saying is the players that you're saying are better than him in these teams. If Maddison was to go to these teams, he'd be doing the same thing.
Maddison was at Chelsea, be doing what Palmer's doing.
No, oh my God, this guy, you got rock. I'm not even talking anymore. You're not listening to what I'm saying. I literally opened this by saying that Maddison is shown that he's not on the level of an Odegaard and Palmer. But I said the other players, you say he's a Brighton. I'm saying these other players who play for these teams in his positions, he's just as good, if not better than. That's my point. You saying, I'm not trying to say he's his Palmer level. I'm just saying that when you start talking about he's a crap number 10 or he should be playing for X or Y team, it's not actually true.
He's not better than Matheus Cunha. He's not better than Cunha.
Cunha's a striker.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
He is a striker.
For me, he's like I thought he was a
for you, he's not.
He's a striker.
He's like a 10.
He's a striker.
He played like a 10.
He's a striker. I'm playing the 10, but he's a striker.
I don't know. I don't know why people think I'm rattled. I'm not rattled. I'm being fair here. I'm saying I'm just saying the Gibbs Whites, the Eze's, they're all good players. I think they're all.
Cunha's a centre forward. I know I wasn't going mad.
Wait, Eze is 1,000,000% better than James Maddison.
Based on what?
Wow.
I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like it's a bit of a mid off there, the way them two.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If anything, I'm not gonna lie. Maddison's been better than Eze this season, but they've both not been the level that they should.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, what do you mean? How am I rattled by saying I don't think Maddison's as good as Palmer and Odegaard, but the other lower number 10s in the league, I think he's on the same level, if not better. How does that make me rattled if then when you don't understand what I'm saying, I correct you? I'm not rattled. I'm very fair on Spurs. Poor over Brighton and Palace, but
Rodgers is 100% better than Maddison.
That doesn't change. Maddison's been better than most of these number 10s this season.
Rodgers is clear of Maddison. I've only seen him for a few months as well. He's definitely better than Maddison, 100%.
Rodgers has been better than Maddison this season, yeah. Yeah, Rodgers has been really good this season.
He's I don't like players, yeah. I'd rather a player who's like mid, but consistently mid, than a player who's like 1 minute he's crap, next week he could perform well. Like, why do I want that in my team? At least Conor Gallagher, yeah. I don't even rate Conor Gallagher, but at least he gives me at least a 6 every game. You know what I'm saying? He gives me a 6.5 every game. At least you Conor Gallagher, I know what I'm getting on the tin, innit?
Yeah,
Madison's you're gonna tell me, oh, you know what? I might get another tattoo later, innit?
Like Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai. Maddison's better than Szoboszlai, yeah?
Yeah, he is.
Barely.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Not barely. Considerably.
Yeah. He is. Like, from a technical standpoint, they are well. They are no Ches. They are worlds apart in terms of technically worlds apart. Technically, if we're talking the overall player, yeah, Madison's a bit better. But
Yeah,
but I mean, if you're
what we really doing it, quality, what we really
what comparison is that? What comparison is that? Like,
I didn't even bring it up. I think it was Jay.
It's weird. It's a weird comparison. You're comparing Madison, who I was told is the creme de la creme, better than Erdegaard in every facet. But now you're comparing.
Who told you that?
That was
I'll be real. Who told you that? Did I tell you that?
I'll be real.
Did I tell you that?
To bed a while.
But the North remembers. The North.
But if I didn't listen, Hooks, that's like me holding you accountable for nonsensical Arsenal takes. You give me enough nonsensical Arsenal takes for me to just focus on you specifically. I don't need to bring other people. So if I didn't say that to you about Madison, if I didn't say Madison was better than Odegaard, I'm not being held accountable for delusional Spurs fans. I'm afraid.
Isn't that you?
Wait.
Hooks. Isn't that like you saying you got the best defense in Europe, but you've conceded the same amount of goals as Tottenham?
Oi, what? Doing the link up, blood. Okay.
I'm balanced, bro.
It must happen. I link up against the Arsenal.
Man said,
right, let's go. Go on, then. Talk. Go on.
Can we talk about
Arsenal?
Have we got time for that?
Because I'm doing something real quick. Small segment because I need. Yeah.
Small segment. Arsenal, Liverpool. Hooks. Can I ask you? Yeah. Can I ask you, because I really want to know this, because I've not seen your opinion on this yet. The goal/disallowed goal at the end with Havertz fighting various man. Do you think it should have stood, or are you okay with it being disallowed?
I think it should have stood.
I think it should have stood too.
Think it should have stood?
Yeah, I think it should have stood.
So, just on that, yeah, what makes you think it should have stood?
Because Kiwior wins the ball in the air. It's not a foul.
Hello, hi.
The ball then goes to Havertz. Havertz flicks it over the keeper's head. The whistle is only blown once Havertz is then in a goal-scoring position. That's why I think it's a bit fugazi from the ref. I don't feel like if the keeper got that, he would have blown for it. Then obviously Havertz, 50-50 with Trent, shoulder to shoulder, not a foul. So there's and also it's not a handball because it hits him here, sleeve, which we know is not handball. So I'm there thinking, where's the foul? Obviously, they got disallowed though, so it is what it is. But like for me,
my thing is like, I think it could have stood. So when I was watching the goal back, but in order for that goal to stand, you would have had to have the best look in the world, because one, the Kiwior header, I've seen them given as fouls. I'm not saying that was a foul. I'm saying I've seen them given. Yeah. So after that, it goes to Havertz. Arm in the face on Konate. Again, not saying it's a foul, but I've seen them given.
Hit his arm though.
Ball bounces off his arm. I would say that's arm.
No. According to the law, if it hits your sleeve, it's not.
I think it's on the boundary of sleeve versus arm. Me, it's arm.
Is that what it says?
And then it bounces through a goal and it indirectly hits the arm unintentionally. They have to take that into consideration if the ball goes in the back of the net. But to be fair, he blew before that, so that's irrelevant because they blew before that anyway. But
yeah, exactly.
He said the original foul was actually on. I think it's from Kiwior jumping on my man.
Yeah, but he did jump over, bro. We've seen those given as fouls where he jumped over.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think the funniest thing in real time, it didn't look like a foul. When you slow it down, it looks like a foul. So
when you slow it down,
I think there's three potential fouls in there and one potential handball. So to me,
but you can say Szoboszlai should be jumping with him though. I think you can't be doing it. You ducked under. That's what Harry Kane used to do to players. You got dominated.
It could have been a foul to Kiwior, which then we played with the advantage. No,
that's what I think.
Because I've seen them given. I've seen them given. Do you know what I mean? So, but it is what it is. The goal was disallowed. Is what it is. We shouldn't be relying on that to win us the game. We should have scored in many other phases.
Hooks, can I ask you about the game itself in the second half? Yeah. Do you believe, because Carragher said this, and I'm really interested to hear your opinion on this. Carragher says that Arteta's turning into a Mourinho-type coach, right? And he's saying, I think he's saying that from the point of view of saying that when you get in front, you want to close that game out. You're not overly concerned about scoring again. If you score again, you'll take it, but that's not the priority. And we said that we've seen it versus Tottenham. You went 1-0 up, shut up shop. Against City, you were down to 10 men, but tried to shut up shop. Against Brighton, down to 10 men, tried to shut up shop. Obviously, in this game against Liverpool, I didn't see the same energy in the second half as I saw in the first half. Do you think that is a fair appraisal of how Arsenal are playing in certain games this season in the Premier League? When they go in front, they are looking to hold on to what they've got and are happy to see the game out rather than going to try and score again?
I think it's a fair assessment. I think in the second half, maybe the first 5 to 10 minutes, we came out with a bit of pep in our step. But after that, it kind of looked like, at least to me, Arteta decided it's time for us to sit back. I do think that I think it was just between the 60th to 65th minute, Slot made changes that I don't feel like from a quality perspective made Liverpool any better, but definitely from an energy, fresh legs, try new things perspective, it definitely impacted the game. I would have liked Arteta to respond, but he didn't. He opted to not respond, which I think those changes really did impact the game. And that's, for me, that's probably where we lost the game, innit? So, yeah, I definitely do feel in the second half he decided to sit back, which I to a degree, I can understand why he did it, but I would have liked to have seen him to continue to try and play on the front foot and continue to make it a battle as what it was in the first half.
Yeah, it is 100%. Yeah, you're actually being fair in it. Obviously, we can all have subjective opinions about the foul or not, the last minute goal. But the point you made is spot on. Yeah, is a lot of Arsenal fans are using that as like a stick to hit the referees with, like they didn't have a good game, A, and B, like it's their fault you didn't win the game. This game, yeah, reminded me of the Man City away game where, yes, you've got injuries. Yes, things aren't going your way. Even the Bournemouth game, but your manager seems to be too like risk averse, isn't it? He seems to be kind of shook, and he seems to want to look for the easiest result rather than going for maybe a potential win. Like how you man conceding a last minute goal to Man City was for me not good enough. That's my team. I'm very, very annoyed. But I understand you got a point. Cool. The Bournemouth game, yes, you got a red card, but to completely do what you did in that game was poor again. And then yesterday,
we still should have won that game.
Exactly, with the chances you had, so that could be a lack of quality. And people have said about your left wing as being poor as it is. So again, goes down to him. And then obviously the other day with the injuries, cool. But again, he definitely told your players to sit back a bit in the second half.
The injuries did get. There was a point though where, for me, the injuries did get a bit mad. Like
because the level of the players
did get a bit mad.
It's mad. I'm not gonna lie to you. We chose to bring on Badiashile, the Sassy.
Can I ask you a question, Ches? By the way. If you're going to talk a little bit on Chelsea, how do you feel about Anthony being linked to your club?
Swear down.
If you think that's real,
what's his name? Fisher Jays or whatever his name is. Fisher Jays. Is that his name? Fisher Jays, whatever the fuck. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know who said that. I didn't see the link.
That's who it. I can spell his name out a little bit, but yeah, they would have.
How did you get onto that topic?
I was just trying to segue out of Arsenal.
I don't think that's real, by the way, but. Yeah,
I'm saying it. What they say? There's no smoke without like. What's that thing? There's no smoke without fire. Or that whatever that call is.
Saying, yeah, but
do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? There's a second one as well. Team talk as well. Oh, crazy. Oh, crazy.
So that's your hoping, yeah.
I'm just saying, isn't it?
Proper
Chelsea.
But anyway, yeah. The thing is, Hooksha, when you say stuff like this, people don't want to hear it. Right message, wrong messenger. When I say it, people think I'm being incendiary and I just hate your manager. I really don't. I don't really give a crap about Arsenal, really and truly, to be real. But I can call it out for what it is, isn't it? And for me, your manager's showing signs that he's very nervous, isn't it? You could tell. Like, he's very, very wanting to win the league, which I get. But you've got to be more risk-seeking sometimes, man. And these drop points already in the season, it's techie. The next few games,
I'll be real though. Like, look, for me, yeah. Like, I don't want to blame the refs in it, because for me, the ref talk is becoming a bit boring. But I do have to acknowledge certain things that happen in a game that clearly shouldn't have gone the way that they did. So for one, yeah. In my opinion, Van Dijk should have been on a minimum a yellow at least, if not a red, because he foul played twice in one action against Arsenal, and I've seen, yeah. For example, Martinelli get 2 yellow cards in the same action and sent off in a game before. So I've seen that before, but it didn't happen. Cool.
You're dating back 2 seasons.
No, but the thing is,
Odegaard handballed it. Odegaard was playing basketball,
look,
bro.
I don't need
Am I gonna go back to that?
I don't need to do the you Liverpool fans always go back to that, but I don't need to do I'm not saying this because you get me. I'm just
so
saying
cheeky. The lack of self-awareness is crazy.
I'm stating things that happened in the game, yeah. The goal that was disallowed, that I feel shouldn't have been disallowed. I hear people say it should have, but I don't think it should have. And I feel when the ref did call for it, it was a bit. The timing was a bit wild. And then there was at the end of the game, the ball went off for a corner, but Arsenal didn't get the corner. And it was actually rival fans I'm seeing online saying, "Raw, like, why is this not a corner?" So there's definitely like calls in the game that I acknowledge as an Arsenal fan. That's like, it's a bit mad. And I do feel like if it happened to other teams, then other teams would be calling it out the same way. But the game's done now. Like, in my opinion, the game, yeah, it was a game of 2 halves. I feel like in the first half, Arsenal completely moved to Liverpool. And then in the second half, Arsenal fell off a cliff and Liverpool picked up some momentum and took control of the second half. I feel like it's probably like, I guess, both teams' respective best player kind of decided.
Yeah, to be fair, in hindsight, Liverpool probably walk around that game, you're thinking they're in a better position because they're still 4 points ahead and they're still like pushing for the league. But at the same time, I did tell Monts about his midfield being a bit overrated. I told you Monts, Gravenberch isn't as good as you thought. And even in the game we lost at Anfield, who dominated that midfield? Love and Caicedo. Why didn't Gravenberch dominate against Barrena and Rice?
Yeah.
Why didn't your midfield take control in that first half?
Gravenberch wasn't bad and he played a deeper role. McAllister was
wasn't bad as the level. Wasn't bad.
Yeah. That's fine. Obviously, in the second half, as I said, we picked things up. The game wasn't just a game of 2 halves. Arsenal were better than us at home. And if I'm being honest, in the second half, I feel like due to their injuries, we just kind of had to take advantage of the situation. I'm not happy with the performance. I feel like Curtis Jones wasn't up to par. I don't think McAllister was up to par. I think Gravenberch was all right, 6 out of 10. And Gravenberch was still good in parts of the game against Arsenal. And I think it's just as simple as that, really. I think I've always said we still need a 6 anyway, just for kind of depth. But we still need another midfielder just for kind of depth reasons. Because if Gravenberch does get injured, or McAllister has the abductor problem, so he's in and out the team. So it's going to be that can be an issue going forward. Obviously, we're quite good sustainably for fitness at times, but anyone can get injured at any point, and we could end up in a similar situation to Arsenal right now. So, yeah, man, listen. I hear what you're saying in terms of I'm not going to go as far as to say overrated because the same midfielders we're bigging up in a head-to-head weren't good enough against the Bournemouth. The midfielders, Lavia and Caicedo, were brilliant against Liverpool, but at the same time, Chelsea's midfield hasn't been brilliant all season. And they've had certain games which ones are stinkers. That's why you guys aren't quite where we are, or you're not quite where.
No, that's not true. It's not because
you can disagree with that.
It's because of our defense. It's because of our defense.
It's not just because of your defense. It's not always just because of your defense. But that's my opinion on it. But yeah, bro, like it's I don't think it's too much to go into. Obviously, Hook swears he doesn't speak about the refs and handballs and decisions, and all he did was go on about it for half of his monologue. So it's not really a victim. It's the victim complex.
Why are you so wrapped? You know what? I'm not even entertaining.
Anyways,
the victim complex is tiring now. The bottom line is we left the game with a point. Not happy with the performance, but the result ain't the worst in the world. I see them at Anfield. Now they have to go and come and win at our ground, which they ain't done in yonks, innit? So we'll see what happens over there.
I'm just saying Liverpool haven't performed well in the last 2 games. That's what I'm not saying you should be concerned once, but against 2 bigger teams, we dominated the game versus you.
We beat you. I don't care.
No, but Mons, that's lazy analysis.
That's true. No, it's not. No, it's not. They beat you, bro.
Kaz, I'll tell you why.
Styles, that's
a childish response. I'll tell you why.
No, it's not. Because
childish response.
If that was the case, we should look at results and not analyze players' performances. Then should we? Because
we didn't. But Liverpool weren't bad. Liverpool weren't bad.
No, what I'm saying to you is you just don't want to accept the fact Arsenal's dead team, which you were calling dead. You were saying you were going to win. Didn't perform
Without
against
without
Moreno and Rice.
no
Possession don't mean domination.
without Saka and Timber, they ended up
Oh,
having
the
Saka
midfield
and
has
Timber.
nothing to do with
So
Saka
they were
and
only
Timber, bro.
missing Odegaard and Saliba, 2 key players for them, and we were
This
missing 2 key
McAllister
players.
guy and Gravenberch, you were given so much
Oh.
chest for the game to come out there happy with a draw because your team played crap.
Yep.
And now you want to revise it
No,
like an idiot.
all
I
right,
know.
all right.
I like Chelsea and dominate midfield at Anfield.
Can we move on, please?
Guys, I was just saying this guy should be a little bit concerned moving forward. He's got big games coming up, and he's going, we're fine.
I didn't say no, we're fine. I said I wasn't happy with the performance, but because I mentioned
teams
Chelsea,
and you didn't play well in both. That's what I'm going to say to you.
Because I mentioned Chelsea, you're still living off that 45 minutes that you had at Anfield. Well fucking done. You're not the first to come to Anfield and play decent in the first half, bro. You're not the first one to do it. You're not the last one to do it. Yeah. You lost the game. Like, if you want to go over there with it, I said I'm not happy with the performance. I said a point fancies Liverpool better than it does Arsenal currently, right this second, right now, going into the next few games. And that's facts. So I don't know why.
Be a little bit more vigilant about your team. It might not be as good as you think. I'm saying. We'll come back here.
I said the same thing about many other teams. I think their team's better than they are, but forgive me for that, innit?
João Felix benches Maddison at Spurs, is what Matthew's saying. Rixa is saying Liverpool wanted a replay against Spurs, remember?
Oh, yeah, this is true.
And then Lai says, pisses me off that United couldn't wait for another week. Expecting a win still, but my confidence dropped. Praying for a Bruno stinker and Cook J, please. Which we kind of did. This was from earlier. So big up for the supers. Amorim at United. It come out that, he could be in charge against Chelsea. Ooh. Does this change much? Or what are you lot saying about the Amorim appointment? Because I just smell a hater in Ches anyways. Your club are chasing them, I swear.
How am I a hater?
You hold the mean.
We could have got him. We didn't want him.
No,
and you love to use reports, right? You hear hooks him earlier. Anthony, Amorim. There's a report that came up from the Times and Ben Jacobs that Maresca was the manager Man United were looking at, and Chelsea came in before they got him, and we got him first.
Okay,
so if we use reports,
anyway,
be consistent.
Anyways, you lot are dog shit at United, innit? Typically, even more than Tottenham. So that's what history says us. That's a fact. 11 years since. So if I was you, I wouldn't have too much chest on a manager bounce. Especially don't have too much chest. We should provide way more effort than what you're going to give at old.
I've already told you if we lose to you.
Anyways, Amorim as a new Man United manager is looking likely. Apparently might be flying in tomorrow to go and get everything sealed and signed. Chris Wheeler, numerous Record Portugal, numerous outlets. Is it a good appointment?
I think it's a good appointment.
We don't know yet, man. We don't know.
I don't know how well it will translate over to.
Well, that's the whole point of an opinion, isn't it, Ches?
I don't know how it will translate over to the Premier League.
I'm rattled.
I'm not rattled. It's just again, you're the one that wants to come on here and say, "Oh, that's what's he say? A lazy analysis or whatever." Anyone that gets mad, you know what? In the future, anyone that gets appointed as a manager, we might as well just say, you know what? Fuck you two. Fuck the opinion. Say we don't know yet.
By the way, I was letting hooks land. That's why I didn't say my full point. But anyway,
the thing is, I actually don't know how good of a manager Amorim is for the current situation that Manchester United is in. Like, I don't know if he's good enough to save you this season. I don't know that. Like, but I think going forward, it's definitely a better appointment than Ten Hag. I think definitely Manchester United fans could be should be very positive about the appointment. He's definitely now I'm just thinking oh right, if they get Amorim, will he be making that phone call to Gyökeres and saying, yo, bro, come and join me at Manchester United? Like, there's definitely positives in it. But I think the main thing for Manchester United fans is they finally got out from hell. So I think anyone that you appointed that played a bit of good football and looked good on the eye and has won something before would be a good appointment. So yeah, I mean, let's see how it goes, and let's see if he can.
Yeah, all I was going to say was
supporting that Man United, didn't it?
I'll give hooks in it. Like, as bad as you think Chelsea's ownership was, it wasn't as that bad. That's why I had chest last year. Why people actually resonate with what I was saying, especially Chelsea fans, yeah. Because Maresca walked into Chelsea and everyone said it was a mess, crap show, and look how we're doing. And then Slot came into Liverpool, who all knows well run, and look how well he's doing. Are Man United behind the scenes as good as those two clubs? We don't know, innit? Like Hooks is saying, 100% spot on, yeah. We don't know how good Ineos actually are because at the end of the day, the hopium is kicking him in Man United fans because the guy shouldn't have started the season anyway. He shouldn't need to get sacked because he shouldn't have been there. But when I mentioned that, they start getting emotional, going, no, they made the right choice getting rid of him. That's a net negative. He shouldn't be there anyway.
They had 2 chances to get rid of him. But they had another chance to get rid of him.
Them hooked. People say to me, "Oh, it's a good job they got rid of him." Well, duh. What are they gonna do? Keep him? Is it like him? Like what's it called? Amorim coming in here, being better than Ten Hag isn't gonna be hard, is it? Man United are starving. A bit of style of play, and to be competing for Europe. And I guarantee you, Kaz will have his underwear as Man United, his hat, his gloves, his car seats. It'll be all over. You know what I'm saying? So for me, like it's like with Chelsea, like we weren't as bad as last season. We only finished 6th in it. But if we'd finished 12th last year and got Maresca and we finished 6th in the league under him last year, forget Poch, of course he would have been happy because the bar's on the floor. So like Hook is saying, is spot on. We don't know how good Ineos is going to be, but it's definitely a step in the right direction. And if they back him, it could work. But we don't know how good Amorim is as a manager because everyone had all this chest for Slot being from Feyenoord and Maresca being from the Championship. So keep the same energy for the Portuguese league. We have to keep the same energy. So that's what I would say. So if you Man United fans will use hopium and think I'm chatting rubbish, just look at football how it works. It's not as easy as you bring in a manager and it just works off because
I think we got majority players for him. Not all of them, but majority at least. At least he likes good football.
Ten Hag again when he came in, Kaz, everyone was so gassed. I literally remember.
Yeah, but you remember Ten Hag changed. But let's be real though.
Shows, Man United are back. We finally got a manager. We're changing this.
Yeah, but the difference is 1, there was a different structure. 2, he wasted bare money on stupid things. 3, he got battered by Brentford and decided I'm not gonna try and play to my strengths of what I know and change the whole philosophy. That's what it was. Am I lying there?
No, 100% you're right.
He changed up everything and he didn't even continue off of that. He even said in the interview that that Premier League you have to adapt differently, that the Ajax football's not gonna work. I need the players. He decided to get the players that he wanted. And that's why it didn't work. Why I think it works with my man now, Euro in a back 3. I reckon maybe this has been the case. Oh, wait, one sec. Fabrizio Romano. Contract, project, and details of agreement between Ruben Amorim and Man United are 100% in place. He's the man wanted by all those involved. Negotiations underway with Sporting to find a solution for Amorim's exit, which is a 10 million euro release. And it's confirmed.
Ooh. What time?
We've been here before. That's what I'm saying.
Let's go, man.
The thing is, when I say these things, it's the wrong person saying it. I wish I was a Man United fan saying these things. Maybe man would listen. Man United fans, when they got 10 hard hooks, I literally remember them saying, things have changed.
But the thing is,
I'm not making this up. Just go back and watch the clip.
But that's cute. That's cute. But we do that for, if I remember, literally all fans do that for all managers, bro.
We didn't do that for Slot. We ain't really do that for Slot. I ain't going.
Hey, Mods, did you hear me gas up Maresca once on the stream?
No, you just said he can't be any. He said he can't be any worse than.
Did you hear me gas up? Did I hear Mods gas up Slot? We got on to him about Slot.
But that's the truth. The truth is, all fans do this, bro. Obviously, the difference is in context.
We weren't saying, "Oh my God, Arnie Slot's the new revolution."
For 20 years, bro, I've been hearing Liverpool fans before Klopp saying when we get this manager, they're still doing a treble and all this kind of stuff, yada yada yada. So we can go based off history. Tottenham do it every single time they get a new manager. Mourinho. Bro, trust me, since 2003-4, ever since you got that petty treble, that you won, your fans, I remember this because I know bad Liverpool fans, don't apply to you, so don't get offended, but I've been hearing it for time.
Kaz, like what Jay said to me, Kaz, how old are you
all the time?
Kaz, how old are you in 2003? Like what Jay asked me, how old are you in 2003?
Bro, I was a good 8 years old, bro.
Fuck off, man.
We used to argue bears. That's when the arguments start coming in. 8 years old, fam. So allow it. I remember.
With a few of the manager appointments, but if we're talking,
anyways,
Brendan Rodgers, not Kaz. Come on, no one was screaming that.
Oh my God, do you fans get gassed all the time? Do you know who Brendan Rodgers took over from?
I'm not saying Kaz. I'm not saying
who did Brendan Rodgers take over from?
From Swansea, no.
No, from who? I'm saying what manager previous to that?
Was it Dalglish? wasn't that.
Was it Dalglish or Hodgson or one of them?
Was it either Hodgson or Dalglish?
And with Suarez, we're back. This, that, and the other, bro. Every fans do this in every club. Anyways, the whole point is, there's a whole different scenario.
Yeah, Somali Flame, I hear it.
There's a whole different scenario at Man United. No one's really saying it back, but I'm telling you now, as you said, Ches, you said it perfectly, innit? It can't get any worse. It has to get better. And I think he's got the players to do this.
I'll be real, because I deleted that part of my memory because it was like how you're going through now, innit? So
exactly. So don't do it. Fans are fickle, bro.
Yeah, they want
all the time. Chelsea fans right now with Maresca. Chelsea fans right now with Maresca. Chelsea.
No.
It didn't happen.
Wait. Stop. Now, Maresca, like, bro, and all this kind of stuff. You're doing well at the moment. Like Ten Hag, like we did at the start. Yeah. Even if it's a different situation, Ches, don't bite. Yeah, we don't need your flipping. Anyways, let me not even say that. It's just rude. I'm not you in it. I don't need to stoop down to your level. But anyways,
what did I do?
They're saying they're back. No, have we not heard that?
Oh no.
Have we also not said that? Have we also not said that too? So that whole point is bullshit. No, I mean for Chelsea. Innit?
No, you're doing. When have you heard me say once?
I didn't say you. I said Chelsea fans. Right? No, I'm not. What do you mean? We've got gaslighters, that fucking horrid Henry over there. We've got people begging it and licking and glizzy glazed on Chelsea, saying Chelsea are back.
The same panel.
Stop. I didn't. Did I specifically say Ches? Did I say Chestnut?
You said Chelsea.
Did I say Cheese and Duncan? Did I say Chesney?
No Chelsea fan was.
I didn't say none. I didn't say your name. I said Ches. I said Chelsea fans. I didn't specifically say you. Stop. Allow it.
Do you know what? Yeah, but I may be the only. Like, I don't know. I may be on my ones here, but I actually think Amorim going to Manchester United does mean that they're back. Like, I mean, when I say back, like, I don't like. Obviously, we won't know if he'll take them back to like the days of Fergie, but I do think we have to be a bit fair here and be a bit logical. Like, a lot of us can agree that the reason why Manchester United are in such a bad place right now is because of Ten Hag. So if Ten Hag is
the players.
No, but the thing is, like,
and the previous board as well, the Glazers as well.
Yeah, but like, but the thing is, I don't know. So maybe I don't know. Maybe people disagree with me, but I feel like the players just had enough of playing for Ten Hag. Like, obviously, there's a few like Rashford. I think maybe his head's fully gone. But even Bruno, I think Bruno will perform better under Amorim. They're both Portuguese.
That don't mean shit.
I know it don't, but like it's like a little pet. Like, oh yeah, one of my Portuguese brothers coming. Like, do you know what I mean? They can talk their Portuguese in the background relationship, all of them thing there. Like, they both come from sport. Like, they got a connection in it. Like, so I think you'll see a lot of players improve.
He didn't even manage Bruno.
I know he didn't, but they like,
but he likes players in good tight space. Maybe that will be the case. I don't know how.
I'm not talking about Amorim using him. I'm talking about just there being more positivity in the camp now, innit? Because Ten Hag, to me, seems like the guy that was causing a lot of problems, not only for players, but for coaches as well. Like, I think you're going to see more of Ahmad now, who, you know, is God's gift to the world. So, you know, hopefully that will help out for Man United. But I just think you're going to see overall improvement. I don't think anyone can look at this with a negative light. It may turn out to be negative, but I don't think anyone at this point in time can look at it a negative light.
I think that's a cop out, though, bro. Because I just feel like anything can be better than 14th place, bro. If I took over Man United tomorrow and we win a game, we're no longer in 40. Do you get it? Like, if I took over Man U tomorrow,
it's one good performance.
I ain't got a lot of work to do. I hope. I have a lot of work to do.
Like, Hooks, what I'm saying, it's not trolling. It's just fact.
What I'm saying is not what I'm saying.
Hey, JJ, being better than 14th. And he shouldn't have been there in the first place.
Ew.
Like,
what's that got to do with Amorim? What's that got to do with Amorim? What's that got to do with Amorim, bro? No, there's no bigger picture. You're talking about Ineos. You're talking about Ineos. No, but you've already said this. No, but you talk. This is what I mean when I said the other week here. Ches does this thing. No. Wait 1 sec. You go round and round and round.
How can you actually say
because you've already said this point, bro. You go round and round and round.
I'm explaining something again, and you need to hear it again because you're not listening.
Oh, bro, here we go, man. Around the circle without actually explaining on the direct point.
I'm talking about Ineos. Forget Amorim.
It's got nothing to do with Amorim, though. That's the point,
cool.
Bro.
I'll tell you why it's got something to do with him, and this is why you need to think more critically instead of just looking at things very simply. Yeah. Amorim is being appointed by whom? Ineos. Ineos is the same people which you were gassed up twerking for with Man United underpants on, who kept the manager at the start of the season. So I'm looking at them the same way people look at my board.
Piece of gear on, yeah. Maybe you should have a little. Maybe you know what, you could learn something, Ches. It might actually upgrade your channel.
No, I don't wear merch. No, but I'm not like you wearing jackets indoors as well. That stinks. As I was saying,
it's just a light windbreaker, bro. What do you mean? Once he's got a jacket indoors. Wait, one sec. Wait, he's got a beanie and a jacket.
No, hooks as well. I don't know what he's. I don't know.
No, don't do that now.
This is a hoodie, bro. No, this is a hoodie.
This is a windbreaker. I guarantee this is lighter than anything. No, but according to Jets, it's stinky, isn't it?
Don't do that.
It's a poncho. It's actually, you could actually go and look at it. Actually, it's Arsenal.
What, you talking about the one you put over?
Yeah. Look, it's poncho, bro. Like, don't zip all the way down, bro. You get me? Poncho thing. You get me?
I'm saying in your share, hopefully for your
windbreaker,
they back the guy in it. But I'm just saying, they shouldn't get it in the first place. The same way people like my board, I'm like, yo, these men hired Poch, they hired Potter, it didn't work out. I'm looking at the fact they kept Ten Hag as a very big negative, and the fact your new manager has to walk into this mess, and the fact all along he was available to get, because you're about to get him right now, middle of the season. Why did you just get him before? That's the things I'm looking at. Man's not being negative saying he's not going to work. I never said that. I'm saying Ineos aren't as good as what people are making them out to be, because so far they've not made any good decisions. So that's it. Them hiring someone else it's not really a positive. It's bog standard. You're 14th in the league. Like, what do you expect? Like, if they kept him, you'd be writing, no?
What?
If they'd have kept Ten Hag, you'd have been like tapped out of Man United, basically, innit? You wouldn't have watched the games, no?
No, I've watched him. It's just, all right.
You would have tapped out. You would have been like, oh,
it gets to a point, yeah, for me. I think you've been there, Ches. I think everyone's been there at one point when it comes to watching football, innit? You watch it, but you're so tapped out. You still watch it, but you know when you just say, all right, this is what it is, isn't it? You just watch it like it is, whatever, innit? Like, you don't watch it. Like, you celebrate, don't get me wrong, like with some goals maybe, but not as much vim as you would like to. It's like, and then at the end of the game, you do this. There's nothing more to it.
Yeah, but Cass, we're now content creators, bro. So you see during the Hudson era, I didn't have to deal with it. It's not this, like, brother. I don't know.
No. There was a time. You remember Chelsea's first season on the Potter? Do you remember? Yeah. You was there in about December. You was down there 11th and 10th, innit? You was there,
bro. This is what I'm saying, bro. I was there for like 4 or 5 weeks. Yeah, I don't even know personally. You see that Hudson era? If they were to touch wood, I don't know if I'll make it out alive on YouTube, innit? Boy to boy, like, I don't know if I can make it out alive. You see what I'm saying? So you see whoever kind of goes through that, like Cass, bro, like boy to boy, I worry about you sometimes. Chelsea, they were in it for 2 years, and Cass, and the worst thing is, Cass, you still left with something. You actually left with something. It's just so tapped. You left with something, man. Bro. Chelsea are just lucky. Maresca, they done well to get Maresca. They like, I don't think Ches would have done another year in this, and Ches, we would have seen a different Ches in it. I'm telling you, it's just lucky. It was only 2 years. Yeah, these men stayed there for 2 years. I'm saying, look at Jay. Yeah, he said nothing in 45 minutes, blood.
Yeah, he's doing work though. He's doing work though.
Yeah, I've just been in the back. I tuned in a second, and Ches was monologuing. So I was like, okay, let Ches monologue. So it's like,
you know what it is? Ches is just rude, man. Honestly, and
he's a rude person.
It hits me, bro. I'm thinking, bro,
horrible guy.
Hey, I'm not rude in real life. Yeah.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
football rude.
People will see Ches on the internet and think he's an asshole. Behind the scenes, he's perfectly pleasant, lovely guy.
Very calm.
I'd go for a drink for it and everything. On streams though, top asshole. Who knew? But the thing is,
I was familiar with you, though.
Are you going to Old Trafford this weekend and winning, Ches? Let me ask you the question.
No, you know what he's gonna do. He's gonna do what he did like last week, where he says he's gonna give all the chest, and then before you know it, he might just jump on a random stream on Friday.
Yeah, it's gonna be
1-1. Do you remember that one? Remember that one once? 1-1.
If I'm being brutally honest, Jay,
you're a bit shook, aren't you?
I might even go end this.
Tell me Cole Palmer can't deal with a little old interim. I might go
to a bar sign to watch it, and I can see already Bruno 2-0.
Look at it.
I'm like,
Look at it. Man's manifested a loss. That's the kind of man that.
But at the same time, I'll say this. I'll be real. If we lose to these bums,
yeah,
definitely cook me, innit?
Yeah, we're
yeah,
back.
no, absolutely.
You don't get a choice. Like, I don't know why you said that. Like, it's like an excuse to quit. Like, it's not a choice.
Wait,
You win this
By
forever.
the way, that was Richard's first super, but I'm gonna have to. This is gonna go over to Monster's channel, but stay here quickly, you lot. I'm gonna do a little thing. This CB has got a new channel in it. So if anyone, it's in the pinned. I'm gonna push it into the chat as well. Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna share the screen so you know what it looks like as well. Pause. There we go. Can you lot see this? CB he's a Chelsea fan. So if a lot of you are Chelsea fans, I'm gonna have to obviously move that like that. You lot are Chelsea fans, go subscribe to CB. I'm gonna be helping him run up his channel. Ches has also got his channel as well, Ches99. So I'm gonna share that too, just right now. So
yeah, sure.
This is CB's channel.
Today.
Yeah.
Doing another live today.
Your one is called Ches99 right now. That's the
I changed it,
yeah. Go subscribe to CB and then his
should come up.
Right there and then already. Why is piss off, man? You need to change some of them thumbnail. You say you don't wear hoodies indoors, but it looks like you've taken a photo with a hoodie indoors. So go subscribe to Ches as well. Then I'm gonna let me get the link there. And the last one, wait, Hooks, what's your thing on?
I think 118, 118, 117, something like that.
And the look, Hooks comes up straight away. Look, he's prestige now, man. Come on. Come on, man. He's solid.
Man's
go subscribe to everyone.
Man's prestige level 1 now. You know what I'm
saying?
It's custom classes of reset now. Classes of reset and that.
I can't lie. I typed Arsenal into the search bar the other day, and I was like, the sick video. I was like, raw, swear down, say no more.
But yeah, look, this is gonna go to Monster's channel. So there's 500 of you plus 600 of you plus in here. So I expect at least a good 150 people to go and follow up a proper conversation, Amorim, since it was in small segment. We can talk about it more in depth on Monster's channel and other stuff as well.
Shout out BSB though, more. He thinks I'm famous now. You don't even shout my channel
this
out.
Guy, you're more,
like, look at this fucking prick. He's got a new manager. Thinks he's VVS blood. Thinks he's VVS.
You're getting a redirect anyway, so. You know what I mean?
Look at him, Man United merch up, new manager and that, and he's all dressed in red blood.
Just for you months, I'm gonna wear something different. Just for you months, I'm gonna put on something new, another Man United thing. I got a rep now, man. I might even go to. I might even get.
The jacket don't even look that bad. The jacket doesn't look that bad.
You know what it is? It's the old school windbreaker look I like, innit? It just looks calm. Like
the jacket looks calm.
Kaz looks like an ultra right. He looks like an ultra right now.
No, Kaz looks like old.
This is winter.
That man who wear merch to the airport and that. They don't. You know, man who wear merch to out.
You know what it is? It's because AFTV tie always has that hat in it. That's
and the headphones and the headphones like this as well with it, but red ones. Hey, I'm the new version of a top red, so get used to it. Get used to it.
Oh, I love it, fam.